Here we focus on the criticism that Luke, who wrote the book of Acts, was an inaccurate historian. His use of different titles for Roman officials showed that he didn't know what he was talking about, but recent discoveries show that local rulers did have different titles in different places, and they tell us that Luke got them right. Top left you can see an inscription bearing the name of Sergius Paulus, which was found at Antioch in present-day Turkey. Another inscription with his name on it was found in Cyprus. It mentions the proconsul Paulus and dates to about 54 AD, so Luke was correct to say that Cyprus was governed by a proconsul called Sergius Paulus when Paul and Barnabas visited the island. Before then, Cyprus had been administered by officials called propraetors, but after that by proconsuls. Luke was right. Underneath is a photo in which you can see part of an inscription which was probably once attached to the wall of the Temple of Apollo at Delphi in Greece. It's a letter from the Roman Emperor to the city in about 52 AD. In it he refers to L. Junius Gallio, my friend and my proconsul, so Luke was also right to say that the local Roman ruler was called a proconsul. Moving to top right, when Luke wrote about events in Thessalonica in Greece, he called the local Roman official a politarch. As this term couldn't be found anywhere else in Greek literature, it used to be said that Luke had got it wrong. But the picture shows a Greek inscription discovered on an arch in Thessalonica. It's now housed in the British Museum. It lists the officials in the town in the 2nd century AD, starting with 6 politarchs. Since then, the same term has been found nearby on other inscriptions. Finally, bottom right, you can see a 1st century AD inscription on a pavement at Corinth that was laid about 50 AD. It says, Erastus, in return for his aedileship, laid the pavement at his own expense. Erastus was the aedile of the city of Corinth, an official in charge of the financial matters of the city and very wealthy. When the Apostle Paul sent a letter from Corinth to Rome in about 57 AD, he wrote, Erastus, the city treasurer, greets you. It's very probable that this Erastus at Corinth is the same person as the one on the inscription.